guys, it's Wilpex back on how to build a small car ferry tutorial part 1. So this is my like 5th time trying to make a tutorial like this on the small car ferry, and it's been kind of hard because I've been trying to find out a good design and that is easy enough for you and me. So before we start, I'm going to show you what scale I will be building the car ferry on. It's like 1:1, that means the cars are just 2 blocks wide. But if you don't want a 2 blocks wide car, you can do it 1.5.1 like this. But I'm not gonna do. There's not that big difference. It just when I'm gonna make the lanes for the car, I will do like this. So one car will be 2 blocks wide, and a truck will be 3 blocks wide. Nope. So you see, 3 blocks wide. So just keep that in mind for right now. Again, this is the 5th time trying because I've been looking for good and simple enough design for you and me. So first we will find the length and the width of the small car ferry. So a small car for ferries for me is like again a really small, not that long, like between 50 meters to like 80 meters, and doesn't really have like a lot of passengers or cars or vehicles, so they're not that long distance, but so they're not that big, to be honest. So you take like a red color, choose between red terracotta or red concrete. I don't suggest using like red wool or the other type of red, but you can choose whatever you want. Or you can use blue or light blue, because that's for the underhull. So first we'll find out the length or the width of the ferry. So I want her to be like why not 12. So there will be a wall here. These are the walls. So with this, if you see down here it says 13, so that's how wide she is. So center with red, and that is where the keel is. The keel. So if we go to this side, we actually can plan out like the car lanes will be. So first off, I like to have like the truck lane in the middle. Then there will be like here and here there's 3 lanes for the small car ferry. So I want this ferry to be like 65 blocks long, so I will do 65. Don't build in a number, not a positive number or whatever it's called, because I'm going to show you. Now you need to take a blue wool. You don't need to do blue, but I like to have blue. Take it 2 blocks right beside, because I'm going to just center on the length. Yeah. Then if you don't have worded it, you can't do the method I do. You need to like build every stage. Do what I like to do on ferries. You see 1 block in the center, because if you see there's 67, it's an odd number. So don't have like 66 or not odd number. So that's the middle of the ship. So that thing is really important to have. And remember, it should be exactly at the middle, nothing else. But if you don't word it, you need to like count, and it will be kind of boring for you. So now is to build the deck plans, I guess. So I will have 3 blocks or 3 meters for the underhull, or the what it's called, the draft. Yes, or then I don't have like normal white, because white on a car ferry really doesn't look good. So have concrete, like don't use white concrete. I suggest black concrete, gray concrete, or blue concrete. One of those. I will do blue concrete. So then we need to plan out for the engine, because I like to have like a floor here. So I want the engine to be like 3 blocks tall, maybe. So this is how tall the engine will be. Then that means that like this is the first car deck. So if you see, this car is 3 blocks high, so I will do a car deck that is 3 blocks high, because the trucks and car decks will be in the same area, but I'm gonna build in different design. If I will tell about later. Then take a white block. I like to use smooth concrete. You don't need to use smooth concrete, but I suggest using smooth concrete. So now it's just to put like a crew deck, where the crew can like eat and stuff, because this ferry will just cross between like 15-minute crossings between two like ports, but the crew will just be there for like one whole day, so they will have to have like a restaurant, like a small kitchen and a lounge. But the passengers, because they don't like, they can go out of their cars, but it's not suggested they do that. So then here's the bridge deck. So if it's kind of confusing to you, I will sign these. So here down will be deck 1, that will be engine room, engine. So deck 2 will be car or vehicle deck. Then deck 3 will be crew. Then deck 4 will be bridge. So if you see, I have 4 decks, and you can use this is deck 0, but I really like to use deck 1 because it's actually over the waterline. So now we can take out the blocks, and now is to make the bow. And if you saw the last time I made a fire bow, it was super complicated, so this time I found an easier way. Don't start at the top, start at the block that is right above the waterline. Mine is the black block. And one thing, if you have warled, I highly suggest doing this, and that is using diamond block, because that's 10 times easier than using like a dark color block. So if you don't have warled, I do not suggest doing what I'm doing with a diamond block. Just use black or blue or whatever concrete. So now is to do, I remember that we'll flip the ship, so whatever I do this side will be exactly that side. So then we'll do 2, that means 3, 2, 1, then 3, then 5, then 7 actually here, then all the way back to the blue line, if you remember, that we made right here. And for me this bar really doesn't look that sharp, so I will make this to a 5, then this I will do this to a 7, if you see. So we will start with 2 or 3 at the front, so 2, 2, 5, 7, then all the way back, if you see, to 20. So then it's just to pull these blocks straight up to where the last block of the dark or your block of choice is. So do it on all of these. Then on when you come in this, do it once here, twice, but just 2 times, don't do it. So then go out, do 2 blocks here, 1 block, all the way up, all the way up. So here it if this should be really steep, but still be on the 2. So if we can put 2 here, so that's our goal. So 1, 2, 3. So there's 2 hanging outside. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2. And if it kind of became a bit wonky, but yeah, we can just deal with that. So if that's a kind of a simple bow. It's simple, but not that simple actually. Let me just turn off the, okay, there's no, so we can just continue with this the diamond block. Then so you need to fill this whole area, the hull of the ship, with the dark block or the block of choice. Mine is diamonds, but I will do it black block. So diamond. Okay, see, it's filled. So now it's just added the bow out. So I really don't like how it's like this, so I will delete these 3 and do like this. Then I will delete this one and just, it's already there, fantastic. So why not delete this one? So something like that. And I know it looks simple, but it's the easiest one for me and you. So now is to make the underhull. And one thing is about the ships are that they have propellers on the bow and the stern, because the ferry I'm building right now is called double propelled, or what was it called? It's like for faster turnaround. So on this side it's stern, and on that side it's stern, but they're completely the same, if you get it. So we need to make like underwater stern here, and if you don't know how to make it, I will show you quickly. So first off, we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. go one below with the red block. Now if it's red, then 6. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. So if you see, here is 6 and here is 6 again, so 6 6 or 7 actually here. Then it's 7 here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I think it's wrong. No. So down here is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Just 8. So if you see here, from the first, or the block of choice, the color block is 6, the next one 7, the next one 7, the next one is 9, or you can just go to the end. So then pull this out. Don't make it to here, because if you have seen on underhole, they're not like boxy, they have like more of a curve to make it like more gentle. So now is to make the shape of, so let me just think. So take like 2 out, 1 out, 5 out. If you see 5 here, then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. No, never mind, I didn't see that. So take, if that was 5, I will do 7 here, so 7, then take it out to the last one. And you don't fill this gap right now in, because I will explain what you should do. So then take 2 out, then 2 out like inwards, 3 out, 4 out, or 5 actually. Then go all the way back to the structure here. Yes. Then on the last one, do 2 out, 3 out, 5 out. If you see, there's 5. Then all the way back like this. Then you should get like a small pattern like that. And I know it doesn't really look like a bow dynamic, but I like these ferry don't really have a look like a normal looking bow, to be honest, or underhole. So then just fill in these with the block of your choice. Mine is red terracotta and diamond block at the top. So we can just fill this area in. So if you see, fantastic. And I will just use Worley to fill this this area in. So if you don't know what the formula is, fill with red terracotta with 20. Delete these two. And like that. If you see, now we have like a half or a quarter of the ship. So now we need to make like a splitter here. I don't know what it's called. I like to just call it a splitter. And that, the type of ferry I'm going to build is like kind of an older style of car ferry. So I will use shaft propelled, but you can use azipod if you want. And for the next, like this next season, the how to build a car ferry, I will actually use azipod ships, so you will actually know how they look like. So make like a splitter like here, and make it like one block is this. There's no block here. So again, if you remember at the beginning, I said that this ship was 1-to-1. So that means one propeller is like a normal size for a trapdoor, like this. And I can't really have like a big propeller here, so that's one of the points. So I like to use androids. I know for you, some of you guys, androids doesn't really look good, but for me, I have like Optifine. That means like the sparkles go away. So just make the androids from one of the blocks, not the lowest one, but the middle. Go out, like maybe to there. Yes, there. Or you know what? One more. Have the trapdoor. Then you need to have the rider. So I like to have brick stairs upside down here, then upside down there. And if you see, it's kind of small, so I'm just gonna make it one block bigger. So if you see, you really don't want to have it this part open, so I have slabs to make covers under. So if you see, it's this block, so it's this, yes. Go all the way out. Take this one all the way out. take this one all the way out and just have like a black block here. So you know what, wall, not wall, wall, come on, yes, wall, like that. So it would look like it's actually a shaft that's coming out. You actually can make this all the way out, but I really don't like to do that, and it's just like a cover basically. So now we will change the damage blocks to the black concrete. Again, if you don't use black concrete or you don't have walled it, don't do this. So take your first position at the blue line, at the middle, the lengthwise middle. Then the first position, no, the second position at this superstructure, the stack plan. At the, I like to have at the white block or the block right above the black. So then you slash replace with diamond block with black concrete. And like boom, if you see, now the hull is black. So if you want to change something here, you can freely do. I will just put some blocks here. And yeah, I think I'm ready to actually flip the ship now. If you have enough space for a bow thruster, you can add one. You know what, I'm just gonna add one because for tutorial sake. So use iron trap R just like that. I know there's not that much space, but that's what you gotta do when you don't have space. And if you want to actually have a real what is called a real looking thruster, I suggest having a stick, then doing slash rappel with, I think it's 5, nope, and it's just like the what it's called, the trapdoor, it's 7. If you see, it looks like one. And for a bit more detail, you actually can put like buttons where the thruster is, one block here, then one block here, one button there for the propeller. So one thing I really don't get with ferries are they have like these fins at the side. I can show you. I use slabs, nether slabs, and put them at the upper position and just line them here to the middle. Then like the one block before it starts going inwards. So now we're basically complete with the one side of the ship. So now it's time to flip it. So take the first position at this block, the block right above. Second position at the middle, remember the middle. Stand at the keel, if you see this is the keel, look forward. Copy that, look at the other side, flip that, then paste that. And if you see, boom, there you have the ferry like that. So now we'll start on the car deck. So if you see the car deck, actually start on this floor, so I will just have it open there so I actually know where it is. So now you can choose what color you want for the car deck. So it's normal to have like a green terracotta or green concrete for a car deck, but there's sometimes stone even, or a hack, sometimes even gray. It's quite a lot of colors you can choose, so I'm just gonna put these colors out. Green terracotta, green concrete, stone, gray terracotta, no, gray concrete and light gray concrete. I will use green concrete, why not? So I can just take out these blocks and do like this. And now is, if you see, it's 2 blocks above. So if you go here, 2 blocks above, then have the green terracotta for the car deck. Then stand at like the block you want to fill this area in. So then do slash fill with green concrete with 20, why not? Yes, 20 is a good length. Crap, I'm crouching. Fly up. No, never mind, 20 wasn't enough. So 30. There we go. If it's filled with green. So then if you see, we have this. So now we'll begin to build the superstructure. And the thing I said about this older style of car ferry is because the superstructure is only on one side, because on this side there's nothing. So we will reserve this side for the superstructure. But before we make the superstructure, we'll be making the car decks or the car lanes. If you see at the beginning, we actually made these patterns. So the first line will actually go like right here. So if you see 3 blocks here, so take a birch button because it looks amazing for like a line here, then here because it's 3 blocks. That's fantastic. Is that, yep. But one thing you can do is, if you really don't like to use buttons, you actually can use yellow terracotta, but I really don't do that. Or you can use something like sandstone, but again I don't do that. And take another here for the lanes. So if you see, that's the lane, so 1 for the trucks, 2 and 2 for the cars. So take a wood pickaxe, aka the wand, take at the both sides, it will be 11 for me, so 1 here and 1 there. Look backwards, then to stack with 20, and that was actually perfect. So that is the car lanes, and I like to have like the middle ones a bit longer. I don't know why, but I do. So a bit longer for them. So yeah, and if you see, there's like this dark block, and if you for me, I really don't like that dark block. 2 seconds, I'm just gonna check if I did this right. Yep, I did that right. I don't like it, to be honest, because when it's inside on a real car ferry, it's like more of a lighter color, but outside will be black, darker color, not black color. Wow. So we will want to replace this black color, and I will use iron trapdoors. And if you're wondering how, and this is just for people with wallet, so take 1 iron trapdoor here, first click, another iron trapdoor here, not this block with the black, with the green down below, then set with 167, and for me it's 7. Then take iron blocks, then put this area with iron blocks like this, and again here we will do it to, I'm just gonna fill this area with iron blocks here, so 167, 167, and do it to the both sides. But I'm just gonna be sneaky and just copy and paste this over because I really don't want to do it again for like 10,000 times. So 2 seconds, I'm just gonna flip it again, and yeah, you can just flip it how many times you want for now, but later you can't flip it as much times because then something critical can happen. So if you see, we have the lighter color at the both sides, and that's good. And now is to build like the superstructure, and I will build it on this side, aka the port side, port and starboard. So the superstructure, I will actually do like a box here. So I'll just build like a small box. I know, pretty weird, not self-explanatory, but I will explain it quickly. Then I will open this area so the car can actually exit from here, so they can just turn in when they're exiting. So then I'm just gonna fill this area in with this, the wall, and this area could be to the engine room. There could be toilets there, but the deck right above, that means this deck will be the crew lounge. So I will actually extend this, so I will have some pillars here, so every 3 blocks, so 1 2 3, so 1 2 3, and I'm just gonna explain that later. And what, I did something wrong here, I did something big wrong. I made it 1 block too high, so let me just do this, push 2, set with 0. So now we can continue. I'm sorry for that. Just take these blocks all the way out, and for me I put pillars here, and that is because I want to extend it, so the box will, this area will just be for the staircases and the toilets, and here it will be like something outside area. Here could be the funnel, the lifeboats, So we can just continue like this. So now we will have another deck here. I will just make like a door here, or the wall here. So here will be the wall to the crew lounge, I guess. Then another wall right here. Then another wall right here. Fantastic. So now we need to add windows, because if this is kind of plain, so I like the black concrete, no, the black black stained glass, and do it in like a pattern. So one here, two, and yeah, and it just leaves some space and it looks kind of good enough, I mean. So then I have like a small thing like there, and like that. If you see, and this is just for like small detail, this small overhang. I put that on some of my ship because I think it just looks really good, and add like a small depth to the ships in my bowl. So yeah. So if you see like that, that is how it should be like. And I'm just gonna do a small, I think it's called, I will call it a small feature, I guess, a small design, and that is to put the white blocks like swerving down, and it would just look like a small modern design, in my opinion. So do this, take all of these blocks, and make it a white. And the ferry I was on in summer actually had this design, and I really like how she had it. So why not? We can also have it. But again, you don't really need to. It's just a small thing if you want to have. Just like that. If you see a small thing that just swoops down. You can have like another color here, like a logo or text, but I'm not gonna do that. And for up here, I will actually have clay, because clay looks the best on non-car decks, on car ferries, in my opinion. They have like the perfect color and stuff. What else can we add? So smooth slab out here. And one thing I also see on car ferries are they have like these small swoops that goes inward, or they actually do something like this, that they actually go upwards, then like this. You see, it's actually swoops in and out. So hard to explain. With 20, 25, stack with 25. Okay, never mind with the swoop thing. I will never say the swoop thing again. So set with 0. So if you see, here's the white, we need to cover the whites too. That sounds really weird, but yeah, just cover everything up here with smooth slab, or the white block of choice you have at the other side too. And now you actually can't flip the ship like from side to side, because if you see, we have this side that is not on that side, and we can't have it on that side. You can have it, but I'm not gonna do it on my ferry design. I'm bullying. So you know what, I'm just gonna add some glosses there, because it looks kind of boring without glosses. So I don't know what these glosses for. Maybe a window for the toilet, but that would be really weird to have a window for a toilet. So yeah, just some random glosses there, so it won't look as empty as it is. So then I'm actually going to make the same design at the other side right here. And I kind of messed up there, so I'm just gonna do stack. And I swoop down, I move down with 3 blocks, then 3 blocks, then here's block, or wait, what? No, never mind. I'm sorry if you don't really understand this, because it's super hard to explain sometimes on these tutorials. And obviously I'm going to add windows, so people from the car decks actually can look inside. Because, so yeah, like on these car ferries, people actually can go out to the ferry, but they again don't have a lounge. So, and they can't really look out. They can't really go up to this deck, so they're just like stuck here, basically, like that. So if you see, there's windows, pretty cool. So We will have this like that for right now, so we actually can use that for the next episode for have more detail that I need to find out what it is. So now we're building the bridge, and the bridge will be on the top deck, and it won't be right here, it will be at the middle because Norwegian ferry has like this. So I will have it start from here then, and fill this area with clay. So fill with clay with 20. So the bridge will start from there. Then do something like this, and then I like to use nether stair bricks because it's just perfect. It has like these perfect gaps, and it just looks like perfect for the ferries. So they do these as the windows. You can use black concrete, but I'm gonna use this instead, like that. And if it just looks pretty cool. You can remove or add windows if you want, but I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna have yellow or red concrete, or the red smooth stone for the top. So because on ferries actually I have like a color up here, I don't know what it's called, but there is just some colors there. If you know the real name for it, please comment, because I'm clueless about what it's called. Like that. As something just like that. If see, looks pretty cool. Not that shabby. So now, like on ferries, there's like these really weird like antenna that is on like right at the middle here. So I will have like another support structure here to support the antenna. So this will go up. Then, how should I do this then? What did it do on that ship? There's no ferries. Oh no, there's no ferries close here, so I can't really decide. Have this block up here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, never mind. Like this, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Just like that. And if it's like a small, I don't know, gate that looks like a gate, but it's not that as a gate. And then the antennas are here. So use trapdoors like this for the spinny thing that I don't know the name of. Then I'm gonna have some iron here at these two sides with red paint, just like that. Then I'm just gonna clean my inventory. So now I will actually make the what's called the support, the what's called the fence here, because like the crew can't fall down obviously. But why should crew fall down the ship when they work on the ship? Question mark. So I will just use Worded to like hack the block here, so it won't be like half like this. So stack. No, it's like this. Stack. Crap. Undo. Crap. Redo. Stack. 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 Like that. And if it looks more attached, I guess. Attached. So if you're wondering how the car should go out of the ship, this is a bow visor, by the way. If you don't know what it is, it's like when the bow will go up. So we need bow visor hinges, and so they're normally like these stone bricks, the color of stone bricks, and they're like probably like right here. So I'm just gonna put them right there, so where the bow visor will actually lift up the bow. And on cruise ferries, the new cruise ferries, they are not allowed, but on like small cruise, like smaller car ferries, there are. So if you see from here, the bow visor will actually go up. So I'm just gonna mark this block with another black color. I will actually do obsidian. So position 2, come on, with replace black concrete with obsidian. Or I think obsidian is just a 2 of dark, like 2 of another color. So I'm just gonna look after another black block. It's like these two I can choose from. Powder really doesn't work right now, and wool. It's kind of hard to find of the dark block. There's a lot of dark block, but not the perfect dark enough block. Then you know what? I'll just have gray, because they're like almost invincible to actually see. But one thing they actually is pretty easy to see is where the line cuts. So it's from here to there. So replace. I can just do obsidian here. It will actually look like here. It's like another piece for the bow, basically. So there to there. So if you see, the bow will just swoop out. Then there's the gate or the ramp where the car will actually go down from, because if you see, when the bow wire goes up, the ramp will go down, so the cars will be free basically, like this. Then have like something like this. And sometimes on car ferries, like walk on, like people without cars can also come on, but on smaller car ferries, I think they are allowed, but they're not normal to see that happening. People without like vehicles. So here's some more hinges, and I'll just like a small iron bar so people won't go and like touch the hinges, because there are hinges and I think they're pretty dangerous to play with. And I really don't like the block. I will use andesite. Why not? Andesite's good looking block actually, for just something like this. If you see, I actually can make them like this, like they go inward. People really won't see that, but it's just like a small detail, I guess. I'm just gonna do that here. And yeah, that's the ramp. You can make it bigger, but I'm not gonna do it. It's really big. On the next, so we will flip the ship right now. So first position, and if you're wondering why flipping, why can't we just build that side? Because on these ferries, both sides are just exactly the same. So we're just gonna flip the ship right now, and I'm gonna show you how. It's not the same as what I did before. So take the first position at the edge, like here, at the middle edge. Second position at the highest point, it's the bridge. Then the edge. Then here. I really like to also take with deck plan, so position 2. Stand at the blue line that we made at the start of the video, like here. Look forwards toward the blue line. Copy. Look at the other side with nothing. Flip. Then paste. And if you see, boom, the ferry just was made. And for first thing, that I just made the bridge too big and chunky. So she looks pretty cool. I'm just gonna fix the bridge. You see, kind of a lot of the car could fit on here. I will just undo this and just make the bridge much smaller, because a big bridge is not that cool to see. So move with 2. Fantastic. So I'm just gonna take the positions again. You don't need to fix the bridge again if it's you, but I really don't. I really didn't like how big the bridge was. Position 2. Look here. Copy. Flip. Paste -A. Why not? And yeah, the bridges are good enough size. If you see, this might happen. You don't really need to care about that. You can actually just use the full block of nether rack, so it will be like that, and it did perfectly right there. So if you see, the bridge is complete. The ship looks alright, looks pretty cool. So now we'll be making the life raft and our rescue boat, because they have those. So Their life raft are like, if you have been on a ship, they have like these small round things like this, and they actually can hold up to like 7 people or 70 to 15 people. And here, if we can't really have another life boat, so I'm just gonna put a small life raft again. But you know what, here we actually can put up a lifeboat, but again, if you see, here's the bridge, the mighty bridge, and yeah, they really don't even have a good vision from here, but yeah, bridge. So yeah, that's, I think, it for this video. It's been a success so far. It hasn't been that hard the last time I tried it to make a tutorial like this. So if you like this video, please thumbs up and comment down below if you want more of these types of video. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Please like, subscribe. In the next episode we will do for the interior. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Please like, subscribe. See you next time. Goodbye. See ya.